Hello, one and all. Thanks so much for deciding to spend some time with us today as we talk about how you can do successful e-commerce with the Soapbox Engage shop app. We're very excited to present the information today, even more so than we are normally for these webinars, because we have some brand new functionality within the shop app that we added just at the beginning of 2021, and we really think that it will help organizations quite a lot in the ways that they want to use Shop to fund and further their mission. My name is Tim Forbes. I'm the VP of Products and Marketing here at PicNet. PicNet is the company behind the Soapbox Engage platform. Soapbox Engage exists so that you as a nonprofit can raise more money and change the world. That is a lofty statement, but it is one that we're committed to. We want folks to be able to use our tools to better engage with your constituents, your donors, your clients, anybody who is about your mission and can help you further your mission. We want to make it easier for you to connect with them online. The way we do that is by offering a number of different apps that you can choose. You can choose to get the suite as a whole or choose these a la carte. You can see the range of apps that we have here listed in front of you. The one that we are going to be discussing today at length is our shop app and the e-commerce possibilities that you have within that app. So without any further ado, we're going to hop out of this presentation and get to some specifics of how the shop app works and how you can use it to further your mission. So what we're going to do is walk through some front-end views of the shop app and the functionality that has been there since the beginning. Then we are going to review the new features that we have that augment that existing functionality. All of this will be additive for those who have the shop app currently. There won't be anything that you need to change or alter with how you are using it now, but you can choose to leverage some of the new functionality if you wish. So what we have here is an example of a store that is part of the shop app. And for a store in shop, you have products that have been created in Soapbox and added to this store. You can also have categories of products that are defined specifically for this store and rendered as tabs here. So we have our best stuff that are these two products that we see on that tab. We have just the good stuff that is the one product on this tab. As you can see, for each product, you're able to choose a particular name. We recommend something different than sample product. You've got a summary that you can have. You have an image that can be associated with the product. You have a status of that product, whether or not it's in stock, discontinued, out of stock. That is all a status that you manage just by updating a value for the product in the administrator. We'll be looking at the administrator here later on. You can choose a price for that product and then a quantity that you want to allow folks to purchase in a given order. Default is just going to be anything from 0 to 20 products. So you can see that we've got the option for putting a number of different products on. We have just 2 right here on this tab. We have 1 on this tab. We could have selected to choose a tab that shows all the products on this store, regardless of what category they might be applied to. And you could have 50 products on this particular store if you wish. We also, in addition to having the ability to select given products that you add to your order. You can, as an administrator, choose to enable an optional donation. So if folks wish to go ahead and add in something more to their order to support your mission, they can do that. We also have the option of custom questions that can appear so that if somebody selects a given quantity, those custom questions can be displayed to them for each one of the quantities they selected, so that they can fill in pertinent details that you may wish to ask them about. These items can be just simple drop downs like you see here, text fields, a number of different field types. You can make them required or optional, and stack as many as you wish here in the individual product form. If somebody decided that, you know what, I don't want 3 of this sample product, I just want 2, they can go ahead and click remove, or keep clicking remove until they're all gone, or adjust the quantity here. So we can go ahead and opt to get 6 of these items. We can add a $10 donation, and then we just fill out the rest of the order form here with contact information. We can choose a payment method. Payment methods include any major credit card. You can also turn on or off the PayPal option. One key difference between the credit cards and the PayPal option is that the credit cards will allow you to have the end user submit payment just here by entering their credit card information, and it will all be seamless, working with your payment processor of choice in the background. And we integrate with a number of payment processors, from Authorize.net to Braintree to Cybersource to Stripe to TouchNet to PayPal to IATS. All of them are options for you. The PayPal option does allow folks to pay with their own PayPal account if they wish, or with their credit cards, but that happens directly with PayPal. And by selecting PayPal, when they submit the order form, they'll be sent off to PayPal to complete payment. Invoice is an option that, much like PayPal, you can turn on or off. Invoice allows somebody to submit the order, basically saying, hey, I'm good for it, bill me later. And then it'll be up to you as an organization to collect that money. With the invoice option, you'll notice that the form changes, and we can ask for invoice details of how you can send that bill to somebody. Or if we've got a credit card, it just displays those credit card fields along with the billing address. Shipping address, this is something you can turn on or off if you wish. So if you've got something that is an actual physical item that needs to be sent to someone, you can enable these fields. If it's all just digital stuff, you can disable that and not force anybody to send you their shipping information. We've got the order summary here at the bottom and the ability to enter a promo code. The promo code gives a dollar or percentage discount on a given product or products. You can decide what discount it should be and which products it should apply to. And then folks go ahead and click place order, and that submits the order, processes payment, and if you have Salesforce integration, we'll send that data directly to Salesforce as well. One key thing to point out is that Salesforce integration works with the products in Salesforce. So if you're managing products there within your constituent relationship management tool, these products will come in as opportunity line items so that you can see them on the resulting opportunity for this order. So that is our store and the products that can go in them, as well as the categories that you can drop those products into. Now that's all well and good if you have a modest number of products. Let's say though that you've got 2,000 products that you want to offer within your shop experience. This order form, essentially, that is our store, suddenly becomes a bit inadequate because you're not necessarily going to want somebody to surf through a list of 2,000 products on a single order form. That leads us to the new functionality that was added into Soapbox just at the start of this year. So within Soapbox and the Shop app, we take those same products that you can create, that again we'll see in the admin here in a few moments, but we give a number of different ways that you can show those products, allow them to be searched, allow folks to browse through them, and add in the ability to use a shopping cart so that you can move from page to page, add items to your shopping cart, then go to your shopping cart and check out all at once. It is similar, as we'll see, in terms of the setup of the shopping cart with all of the payment information, the contact information, showing you what products you've added to your cart, but it allows you to navigate around the entire site and search for products as you wish. So in this particular example, we've just got those same 4 products. You could very easily imagine this being not 4 products, but 400. And we allow folks to go ahead and, in this particular view, search your entire product catalog. So anything that is published as a product is accessible if we go ahead and allow folks to search here. This list would be paginated. So if you do have 400, 1,000, 2,500 products, they would not show up all in one long page. It would paginate by the default of 20 per page, or you as an administrator can adjust that. So if you want 50 per page or 2 per page and force people to click a lot, that would be an option. You can also determine whether or not you want the search view to show the default results just automatically, as we see here, or to set it so that somebody has to enter in their search term first before they see results. Moving on, in addition to just the, hey, I want to search the entire catalog of products all at once on one view, you also have the ability to break up your products into collections. And collections are things that you can define entirely of your own making. So if you have 1 collection, 2 collections, 58 collections, that is entirely your call. In this particular example, we have 1 collection that we have defined as books. You can go ahead and see these 2 sample products that have been designated as belonging to this collection, and we'll see how that plays out again in the administrator when we take a peek there. The collection can be extremely flexible. So really you can develop this taxonomy structure for how you put things into collections entirely in keeping with your particular organization's needs, desires, wishes, dreams. In addition to the collection view, we have a individual product view that you can create a URL for, so folks can go directly to just this one product. So let's say you have some particular thing that you're trying to drive traffic to. Maybe it's through a social media campaign or blog posts that you're throwing up online, or some buy now button that's on the header of your main website. And you don't want folks to go and see a list of products. You just want them to go to this one particular item. You can do that here within the new functionality of Shop. This is also an example of the view that you see if you click through any of these individual products on the search or collections page. You get the option to see the product summary. If there are custom fields that you wish folks to fill out, those will be displayed here when they select quantities. And then once they've selected their quantity, they can go ahead and click Add to Cart. When they add it to the cart, they'll be given the option to be able to click through and view their carts. And as foretold earlier in the webinar, you can see here that the shopping cart looks shockingly familiar to our store that we first encountered in this webinar. So instead of having the individual quantity drop-downs up here at the top with the product descriptions, we just see what is in your particular cart currently. If we scan down here, we can see same contact information, shipping information, secure payment information. All of that is available for you to go ahead and submit. And as noted, when you submit the shopping cart, just like with the store, it will process payment seamlessly within Soapbox. It will display a confirmation page to the orderer that you can define. It will send an email confirmation to the person ordering, and it will send that data to Salesforce. Now, I've hinted at showing you the administrator several times here. I don't want to be just a tease and not show that to you. So to get a glimpse of the administrator here for the Shop app specifically, we can see the various tabs, the various elements that comprise the app itself. Starting on the most basic level for Shop, we've got the Products tab. Here's where we can go ahead and create or edit, publish, unpublish, delete products. We can identify the product information for product summary. You can identify a product code, a name, an alias for the URL that is used when somebody navigates directly to that product. And then a number of other fields that you would imagine should be here: the published date, the price, whether or not the status of the product is in stock or not. We also have some additional functionality within the Shop app that is particular to folks that have our portal service within Engage. So portals are something that is an add-on to your Soapbox Engage instance that allows for personalized logged in user experiences within the Soapbox Engage website, so that you can have individuals come, log in to their own account with Soapbox Engage, with your Soapbox Engage site, and then that opens up tons of possibilities for what you can share with them depending on what app you have. Within the Shop app, what it allows you to do is set whether or not a logged in user or an anonymous user should even be able to see a product or see a store. And you can also set a particular value so that only individuals who have certain attributes associated with their user accounts can see a particular product. So case in point is if you are a membership organization and you have gold, silver, platinum members, and you have one particular product that should only be available for platinum members, as long as you have Salesforce and have Salesforce tracking that information, then a logged in user who's associated with a contact in Salesforce that has a platinum member status would be able to see this product, and nobody else would be able to see it. So here's how you manage that product information. We've got additional details down below, including the custom fields that you can add. These are custom fields that are pulling from Salesforce. So when the data gets written to Salesforce, this will be included. We also have the ability, as noted earlier, to choose how this particular product in Soapbox can integrate with your products in Salesforce. Ability to add a product image. If we hop out of here, we can take a peek at the stores. So that first store that we showed you at the top of the webinar is where we are viewing the admin version here, where you can identify the store title, some descriptive information, page intro and outro, contact information you want to get from the individual, along with payment information and those options there. And then here's where you can add the individual products to an individual store. Messages allow you to define what confirmation email is sent, what thank you page is shown, and the integration tab allows you to choose what campaign in Salesforce a given order is associated with when it comes into your Salesforce system. Categories is where we can choose to create those categories that we saw on the front end: best stuff, good stuff, and then within a given store, those categories are applied and the individual products are placed in those categories. For the shopping cart experience, the way that we can manage the various collections that we noted is through our taxonomy system. So here's a view of all of the terms that have been created in our taxonomy system. These can define what collections exist for the Shop app, and we see the taxonomy system is actually used by a number of our apps within the Soapbox Engage suite. Here we have just the terms that are associated with products in the Shop app. You can create several levels, hierarchies of these product terms and apply them to as many products as you wish. Each product can have one or more terms associated with it. So if you want to break things down by not just type of product, but any other term or designation that you can dream up, the hot 20 products that are for the current month, that could be a particular designation that you have. And then you could create a collection that shows just those items that have that one term applied. Or if you wanted, you could have multiple terms applied. So if you've got things of various categories, like this particular product is for kids, and you want to have a collection that shows products that are for kids plus ones that are in the books category, you can make a collection that shows that. Within the Shop app, we can also go to our configuration view and check out the shopping cart. And the shopping cart here is similar to the store view for those individual stores that we saw. Allows you to set a whole lot of different parameters to customize text, the user experience for when they come to their shopping cart and check out. As noted earlier, the new functionality can work alongside the existing store functionality. So if you are somebody who's using Shop and wants to keep the ability to have an individual store, so maybe you've got memberships that you're selling and you have several different levels of membership, and you want one page that just shows all of those memberships on in a given list, and have folks check out just all at once on that individual page, you can do that. You can present it exactly like this with your store. If you then also had a whole other range of products that you were offering that you wanted folks to be able to search through, browse through by collection, and then check out through a shopping cart, you could also do that. So you can really choose which option you wish to use, and you're not boxed into a particular way of implementing the shopping cart experience or the shop experience for folks. That is our summary of the Shop app and both the functionality that is pre-2021 functionality, as well as what's been added just recently. Again, we appreciate your time that you're investing in watching this webinar. If you have any questions at all about what you've seen here, Whether you're a current Soapbox Engage user, whether you currently have the Shop app, or whether you're just interested in exploring the Shop app, feel free to go to support.picnet.net, support.picnet.net, and submit a ticket, or you can go to our main website, soapboxengage.com, if you'd like to request a demo of Shop or any of our apps with Soapbox Engage. Again, thanks so much for your time. Have a great day.